Hey everyone, my name is Kenny Lamberti. I am Director of Grassroots Advocacy for Best Friends Animal Society, and I wanted to take an opportunity to go live with all you amazing people out there in social media land and talk a little bit about what we're doing to connect people, community, and pets in local communities across the country. So first, I wanted to say that we know everyone around the world and in our country, including myself here in New Orleans, where I'm based, is dealing with a lot. We're dealing with a lot of loss and grief and anxiety and stress, and our lives are being disrupted in really intense and meaningful ways. So first, I want to say thank you so much for everyone joining. We really appreciate it. We're really grateful and want to take an opportunity to kind of spread some kindness, spread some joy, spread some positivity, and also share some exciting ways we're going to help great, amazing animal lovers like you get involved in the movement. So I'm here with my trustful sidekick, Odin, but he's kind of not helping at the moment. He's taking a nap. But hopefully he'll join the call because he has a lot of insights into this effort too. So again, my name's Kenny Lamberti. I am the Director of Grassroots Advocacy for the organization. And I wanted to share a little bit about this really exciting program that we just launched in the last 7 months called the 2025 Action Team. And this is an effort that we designed for all of you. This is an effort and initiative that's whole purpose is to take really amazing people like you, kind-hearted people like you, animal lovers like you, and give you tools, resources, and inspiration and opportunity to connect with each other door to door, neighbor to neighbor, block to block, as part of a micro community-based effort. And that become part of a much larger, much more exciting macro nationwide effort. And in 7 months, we've got 12,000 people, 12,000 everyday people. These are not, shelter directors or kind of behaviorists or trainers. Some of these people aren't even volunteers or donors, they're just everyday people who love cats and dogs and said, I want to help. How can I get involved? 12,000 people in 7 months have joined our 2025 Action Team. What we want to encourage you to do today is I want to encourage all of you to join. You can do that incredibly simply if you go to bestfriends.org/action team. Again, it'll be in the comments. This will also be available to everyone later. If you go to bestfriends.org/action team, you can learn how to join in your community. Be part of this massive national movement that's growing every day. Who knows, by the end of this call, we might have 25,000 people like you in there. Wouldn't that be something to celebrate? So what is the Action Team doing? The Action Team is really making it simple. Our goal is to make it easy. We don't want you to have to click 20 things online, fill out a bunch of paperwork. We want to give you something really simple right now that you can do. So before we even get into the exciting details, I want to share right now what you can do. Again, you can go to bestfriends.org/action team. You can join the Action Team. You can also click the link that says Tools and Resources. Again, bestfriends.org/action team. You go to that link, you look for tools and resources. You'll see something in there about how to share with friends and find a friend, right? That's a challenge we've put out to the entire country. And you'll see it's in the comments right now where you can go for that. The idea of this is for you, everywhere you're connecting with people. Right now, that's become a lot more challenging, hasn't it? We can't go outside. We can't go to our church. We can't go to our gym. Our children aren't in school. We can't connect with friends and family. So what we have to do is be creative and innovative, right? Which is something this country is amazing at. During times of crisis and during times of challenge, amazing things kind of come to fruition, and amazing, beautiful things are born during times like this. So what we want to do is help you share those resources. If you go to bestfriends.org/action team, join the Action Team first. We want all you to join. I want 1 million people by the end of this call. Second, go to our tools and resources. And then what we want you to do is, how are you connecting with people now? Are your kids being schooled at home? Well, you know what? Share our resources in that venue with the teachers, with the principals, with the other parents. Are you connecting with friends in the evening for a virtual happy hour? And some with your friends, your cohort from college, your cohort from your job, your faith-based group, your YMCA, your local community organizations. Share our resources with them. What you'll see in there are COVID-specific resources, a pet preparedness plan for COVID specifically, Community kindness cards, which if you haven't seen them yet, if you go click on them, there's amazing stories of how people are taking a simple card, which is inspired by viral kindness in the United Kingdom, a simple card that we tweaked to make more animal specific, how you can connect with people. You can check a box that just says, this is how I can help. Or you can check a box that says, this is how I need help. And you can spread those. I want to share a quick story of how someone did that in Florida. Anyone calling in from the great state of Florida? And I'm in New Orleans, but I love Florida too because it's nice and warm. I'm originally from Boston where it's not cold here. So first I want to take a quick minute to sip out of my beautiful best friend's coffee mug. There's nothing really in there, but I thought I'd get a product pitch. Woohoo! All right, so again, bestfriends.org /action team. Check out tools and resources. Community kindness cards. Florida, an amazing person named Emily was struggling to know what to do. I'm stuck in my house. I want to help. I know animals need help. I know my neighbors probably need help, but I'm not sure what I can do. In her own words, she felt kind of crippled by this. She felt paralyzed. She wasn't sure what to do. So she went to our bestfriends.org /action team page, found these community kindness cards, simply started handing them out to 1 or 2 people. Again, incredibly important. We have to abide by our social distancing, our physical distancing. We don't want to put anyone at risk. We don't want to put ourselves at risk. We don't want to put our families, people that are more vulnerable at risk. Well, it's very important to stay mindful that we're being safe. But as we're being safe, someone like Emily took our kindness cards, handed them out to 2 people. Those 2 people handed them out to 2 more people. Fast forward. Now that list is up to 30 people. Those 30 people are now helping to collect food for people in need. Maybe some of our more senior community members who are struggling to find pet food or struggling to get their dogs walked, to take care of the community cats in their neighborhood. 30 people now in Florida have started basically what we call a neighborhood pod, a quickly thrown together group of amazing, kind people who just wanted something to do. They weren't satisfied with sitting back and sitting in their house and seeing the need. They wanted to get involved. They quickly went to our page, bestfriends.org /action team. They found the community kindness cards on that page, and they went out and shared them with 2 people. You can share them with 1 person. 1 person becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 4, becomes 5. Next thing you know, the whole community is involved. They're all helping each other, and they're helping people get what they need. Not only are they helping the animals get what they need, they're building something that they can feel good about, neighbor to neighbor, block to block. Even before, pre-COVID-19, what we saw was, we're becoming in some ways incredibly disconnected, right? This is a way to bring us together. This is a way to take something incredibly challenging and tragic and something that's anxiety-provoking and nerve-wracking and turn it into something beautiful. Take it as an opportunity, right? This is what America does the best, right? You give us a bunch of lemons, we're going to make a big, delicious pitcher of lemonade. That's how we roll, right? And that's how animal lovers roll. No group of people in this world are more dedicated, passionate, and creative than animal lovers and animal advocates. People, you guys are the people that find a way to get things done. We're not going to let that skinny cat that we see in the neighborhood suffer, are we? We're not going to let the dog that we know that's been in the shelter too long suffer and stay there longer, are we? We're going to help our shelter. When our shelter sends a call to action that we need fosters, have you seen the amazing response of our communities? Shelters stood up and said, listen, shelters every day, pre-COVID, post-COVID, are the hardest working people in the country. First, cheers to shelter workers, right? Shelter workers and rescues. Cheers again for my make-believe drink in my best friend's mug here. Delicious air out of my cup. Shelter workers, shelters, they work so hard. But you know what the key is? The community. When the community plugs into their local shelter, the rescue plugs into their local shelter, and we think as a collective force of kindness and goodness, and we rise to the occasion. Dogs don't die in shelters. Cats don't die in shelters. Cats and dogs don't suffer in the community. They work together. That's our kind of call to action to you today. So again, bestfriends.org /action team. Click on our tools and resources. Try to find friends. I want to challenge you right now. Think to yourself right now. Take a second. How did I connect with 10 people yesterday? How did I connect with 5 people yesterday? How did I connect with 1 person yesterday? Everywhere you connect with people, please share our resources. All you got to do is copy and paste the link, stick it in an email. Print the community kindness cards. If you're even more excited, put them in your local public mailbox. Stick them up when you get pizza, give them to the pizza delivery guy and say, I'll give you an extra $20 tip to support the local business if you share these community kindness cards. Be creative. Think outside of the box. Share information. Right now, when you get time, when you're connecting with people, copy and paste the link. Stick it in an email. Send it to everyone. Go on Facebook. Go on Instagram. Go to Nextdoor. Go to Google. Everywhere you're being creative now and trying to stay connected. These are hard times. We can feel isolated. We can feel lonely. We can even get depressed. We can be scared. We can be frustrated. We can get stir crazy. This is something you can do today. This is something you can do right now. Well, not right now, because I want you to pay attention to me and make sure that you're enjoying a beverage out of your best friend's mug. Product placement. As you're doing that, share this information with people. I want to show you something real quick. If you see behind me, these are our shirts. I'm going to cover my mildly handsome face. If you see our tagline, it says pets, people, communities, right? Action team. That's the whole purpose of this. Pets, people, communities. Dogs and cats cannot make phone calls. They can't advocate for themselves, guys. They need you all. They need you all to amplify the message of your local shelter. Do you know the people at your local shelter? Have you tapped in? Have you made a relationship with them yet? If you haven't, what I want to urge you to do is meet your local shelter. Go to bestfriends.org and look at our lifesaving dashboard. It's an amazing tool that you can find out information, stats, and data of how your local shelter is doing. And the key to this, guys, is go in as a positive ally. And I know it's hard. Every shelter in the country is faced with different challenges. Every shelter in the country is faced with their own kind of limits in terms of resources and bandwidth and staff and money. The way you can help is to go in positively and say, hey, listen, I know you guys are doing your best. I know you're struggling in certain areas. I want to help. I've built an action team. I went to bestfriends.org/action team, and I built a team. I've got 100 people in my community. This is an army of 13,000. I'm just going to pretend we got 1,000 new ones today, right? That I want to go to my shelter. If you go to your shelter or your rescue and say, my community wants to help, right? And we're not critical, and we're not trying to look at where the shelter's coming up short. We want to say, be asset-focused versus deficit-focused. Say, we know you're trying hard. We know you're doing your best. We want to help. How can we help fill the gaps? Where are you struggling? Do you need more foster families? Do you need more adoptions? Right? How can we help? How can we help? We see a lot of cats in the neighborhood. Well, Best Friends runs the best and brightest, most amazing community cat program in the world. My local action team is going to help. We're volunteering. We want to help. I want to encourage you. Meet your local shelter. Go in positively. Ask them how you can help. The best way you can help is to build an action team. 2025 action team. Again, right here. Pets, people, community. This is how you can do it, right? You go in and you say, my community is connected. My community is involved. My community is kind and compassionate and caring. And we will not stand for cats and dogs, healthy adoptable animals, to lose their lives unnecessarily in American shelters. We want to stand for suffering in our local community. We want to help. This is the best way you can help. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it 25 more times. Go to bestfriends.org/action team. Join first. After you join, go to tools and resources. Look up how to share a friend, how to have those relationships, how to connect with your local shelter. Also, how to connect that everywhere else you're connecting. Communities consist of schools, nonprofits. Again, I mentioned some of the great places where people are connecting. If you're really involved in your local faith-based organization, you can connect there. If your children are in school, you connect to your school. I've seen amazing things through things like CrossFit and local gyms where people are finding ways to connect with their local people. Find ways to stay connected, and as you're connecting, share our resources. Share them everywhere. Go on social media. Go to Nextdoor. Go to Google. Everywhere you're connecting with people, go to bestfriends.org/action team. Check those tools and resources and copy and paste it. Share it with all your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your coworkers. Share it with everyone you can. Scream it from the mountaintops. We have an amazing opportunity now, guys, to do something to change the game, right? We have an amazing opportunity right now when we come back out of our houses and we start to responsibly get back to the world, whenever that is. It may be sooner than later. It may be different in different places depending on where you live around the country. At some point, we will get through this. At some point, we will go back into the world. what my wish is for this is that when we come back better. We come back smarter. We come back more strategic. We come back more dedicated to sharing kindness. We come back more dedicated to connecting to our neighbors and our friends and our family. That we don't crawl back into our caves. That we get out there big and we say, this is a way to do it. One of the most beautiful things I think of in terms of dogs and cats is how they break down walls. They break down barriers. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you come from a very wealthy community or a community that maybe is a little bit lower socioeconomically, race, gender, politics, whatever you believe, whatever you believe in this world, likely there are cats and dogs involved, right? Cats and dogs are this amazing equalizer. They break down all these walls and barriers. So saving cats and dogs is also part of that equation, right? Most people wake up in the morning and they want to do good. Most people have good intentions in mind. Most people don't want dogs and cats to suffer. Most people don't want people to suffer. Most people want to see good stories. They want to share good stories. This is an amazing opportunity for us to wake up tomorrow and do something. So again, yes, what can I do tomorrow? Well, after you take a sip from your beautiful best friend's mug, and you hold up your beautiful best friend's Pets People Community t-shirt, which you can get if you go to bestfriends.org/action team and you join the action team. You can get these beautiful orange t-shirts if you build a neighborhood pod, if you share the kindness cards, if you find friends, if you share our information. This is the way to get involved, not just to get a t-shirt, which is a nice little perk, but what we really want you to do is build an army. I think of this as an army of kindness, an army of compassionate, amazing people who just don't want to sit still, who want to get involved, they want to find something to do. So again, I'm going to urge you to go to bestfriends.org/action team. Join the team, check the resources, and share it. It's that simple. Join, share. You guys have an amazing ability right now. You watching this right now are the lifeblood of this movement. You really are. I don't know how many people on right now. I know that we have over 1 million people who are part of our who follow us here and will see this. You may not see it now, you may see it later. But what we want to do is give you the opportunity to get involved, right? Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what you're doing today, what you're doing tomorrow. There's a way you can get involved. And what we wanted to do when we created this action team, this team of 12,000 strong, this team of 12,000 amazing people, and I think in all 50 states, if not, it's in at least 40 or so of the states across the country. And some people they're not leaving their house. Even before this happened, they were collecting signatures for petitions to change legislation, to do things like put an end to puppy mills, to defeat things that are breed discriminatory practices for certain types of dogs, to create pathways so we can do the best and do right by those community cats we see around the country. Legislation and policy is a way that you can get involved. We had someone in New Jersey, one woman alone, she might have been up to 900. I think she got 900 signatures to a petition in New Jersey. I may not be exactly accurate in that. One woman by herself, she joined our action team and she said, I want to get involved. I can't go walk dogs. That's okay. I can't go help with the cats in my community. That's okay. I don't have $1 million to donate. That's okay. Although we'll take it. Feel free. But she wanted to get involved. So what did she do? She started using our action team to collect signatures and get her neighbors involved, to get her co-workers involved, to get her community involved. And that creates a pathway. In Houston, there's people right now working together to work with politicians and policymakers and rescuers and advocates and social workers and the people who work at the shelter and volunteers to work together to build an action team. There's an action team here where I live in New Orleans that is doing amazing work collecting food to get pet food to people that are in need. There's people that are driving around in vans with masks on, being respectful of these stay-at-home orders and these physical distancing orders and dropping off kitty litter and different things to people in need. There's people sharing, again, signing petitions. There's people that are sharing things through social media, on Instagram and Facebook and through Nextdoor and through all these neighborhood listservs. There's just so many ways you guys can get involved. You are what makes this work. You are what makes us get to the point in 2025, which our fearless leader, Julie Castle, put a flag in the ground and said, by 2025, no more adoptable, healthy and treatable dogs and cats will die in American shelters. And we're going to reach that goal. I think we'll reach it before that, but we reach it with you guys. We reach it as a collective force of kindness and activity and action. So I want to urge you again, guys. It's in the comments, but bestfriends.org/action team, and join the team. Click the tools and resources. Get involved, guys. Again, I want to first mostly thank everyone. I know that there's people out there probably who are listening right now who are nurses and male men and women and frontline delivery people and people working at grocery stores and working in their local community who are out there still trying to keep us connected. I know there's people out there that are fostering. Again, I think the perfect example of how amazing people like you rise to the occasion is the unbelievable kind of way people rose to foster animals. I've seen so many shelters across the country celebrating that they have empty kennels right now because the community stepped up in places like Jacksonville and places in Texas and up in the Northeast and places in Rhode Island I've seen in amazing places. It's really amazing. I see someone likes my shirt. It's pretty great, right? Puppies on Products. I think that's what it says. I can't see my own shirt. But again, I think the response has been amazing. I think the real heroes are the people who, when things get hard, they don't sit down. They don't lay down. They rise to the occasion. And that's what our action team is doing. That's what you guys are doing. That's what people are doing across the country. That's what shelter people do every day, 365 days a year. That's what rescuers and volunteers and advocates like you do every day. But the need is greater right now, guys. The need is more profound. And we don't know how long we're going to be in this situation, right? We know it's going to be a bit longer. We know that this is the situation we're in for a bit. So what I want to do is to encourage you to please go to bestfriends.org. That's our main page. Go to bestfriends.org/action team. Join, check those resources, check those tools, and share. The biggest thing we want you to do now, join this movement, guys. Again, in case anyone's just tuning in 6 months, a little under 7 months, 12,000 everyday people, 12,000 people, just like you, everyday people, joined our 2025 action team at bestfriends.org/action team. They joined, they raised their hand, and they said, I want to help. I'm not going to sit back. I refuse to watch dogs and cats suffer. I refuse to accept that dogs and cats that are healthy and treatable and adoptable will die in my local shelter. I refuse to accept it. I won't accept it. So they joined our action team. And what the action team does, it gives you a way to get involved today. Today, you can join today and you can share today, sharing information with people and with agencies, YMCAs, schools, churches, wherever you connect with people. Just a bunch of people that you connect with at night. If you've looked on TV and you've seen people, they come out on their porches and they sing songs and they cheer and they share, right? We can do that and we can share that information for animals. So again, I'm going to get off soon because I'm going to lose my voice. But again, my name is Kenny Lamberti, and I'm the director of our Grassroots Advocacy team at Best Friends Animal Society. We started something called the 2025 Action Team, which is a team that is put together for you. This isn't for us. This is for you. This is to give everyday people from every walk of life. There's no boundaries. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, or what you do. You can join our 2025 action team at bestfriends.org/action team. You can go, click one button, join. Boom, you're in. You're in. You're part of the team. How easy is that? You want to join the 12,000 people across the country that have joined our action team? Real simple. bestfriends.org/action team. Join. Boom. Magic. You're in. Once you join, go to tools and resources. Take those resources and blast them out. Blast them out. Don't be shy. Send them everywhere. Put them on social. Send them to the school system maybe that your children are at. Send them to the groups where you volunteer with people. Send them to your church group, to your gyms, everywhere you're connecting with people. Send these resources out to people. Again, I want to urge everyone out there to stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy, be kind to each other, spread love, and most importantly, stay active, stay connected. The hardest thing right now is to stay connected to people. It's a challenge, but we can do it. Technology has come a long way, right? Look at right now, I'm talking to people across the country. All I have to do is click a button. Well, if you want to join, you want to help, you can click a button too. Go to bestfriends.org/action team, click join, boom, magically you're part of 12,000 people strong across the country. Go to the resources, share them with people, spread kindness, spread love. Best Friends wants to have your back. The reason we created this was for you. We said, wow, there's all these people across the country. We've got 1 million people following us. How do we plug them in? How do we build an army? How do we take all these people, all of your passion and your kindness and commitment and dedication? How do we plug you in to the socket and get you involved, right? There's so many ways you can get involved. There's so many things you can do. And if you go to our page, you go to our bestfriends.org/action team page, you join the team. There's incredible COVID-specific resources, a pet preparedness plan. There's community kindness cards, which I talked about earlier. There's how you can build a neighborhood pod, how you can find and share with friends. There's so many amazing things you can do, guys. So I'm going to sign off. We love you guys. And I'll finish one more time. bestfriends.org/action team. Click join, click the resources and share. I want to send a special shout out and cheers to you guys. If you don't have a mug, I think you should go get one at bestfriends.org. If you want an amazing t-shirt like this one right here, woohoo! Go to bestfriends.org/action team, click join, get involved, join the team, 12,000 strong. We love you guys. We're incredibly grateful. Please, please, please stay healthy, stay involved, stay kind, join the team. Last time, bestfriends.org for our main site, bestfriends.org/action team, click join. Join the fight, join the mission. We love you, stay kind. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your day with me.